To configure a DoS protection profile, first browse to Objects, then Security Profiles, and then DoS Protection. Notice that there are no default DoS protection profiles. To add a new profile, click Add. In the window that opens, type a name for the new profile. The name is Inside Zone because we intend to use this profile to protect computing resources in our inside security zone. The Flood Protection tab, right here, enables you to configure flood protections that are similar to the flood protections available through a zone protection profile. A DoS protection profile protects against most common TCP SYN flood attacks, UDP flood attacks, ICMP flood attacks, ICMP v6 flood attacks, and other IP-based flood attacks. The firewall determines there is a flood by tracking the packets per second connections rate to one or more hosts in the destination zone. Choose an aggregate profile if you are trying to protect a group of servers in a destination zone, such as a group of web servers. Aggregate profiles apply limits aggregately to all connections matched by the corresponding DoS protection policy rule to which the profile is attached. Aggregate profile rate limits are applied before classified profile rate limits. Choose a classified profile if you're trying to protect one or more individual servers in a destination zone. A classified profile is designed to apply limits to individual IP addresses. The corresponding DoS protection policy rule determines whether to apply the limits to a source IP address, destination IP address, or a combination of source and destination IP addresses. To determine the alarm rate, activate rate, and max rate flood threshold for each protocol, take a baseline measurement of peak traffic loads over a period of time and then adjust the thresholds to allow for the expected legitimate traffic. Continue to monitor the traffic and adjust the thresholds until they meet your protection objectives. Then click each protocol tab, select the protocol, and apply the limits. For TCP SYN flood protection, you can use the default random early drop, or you can select SYN cookies. If you select SYN cookies, then the activate rate is automatically set to 0 to ensure that SYN cookies are used for all TCP connection requests. DoS protection profiles also contain a block duration value that specifies the number of seconds during which an offending IP address is added to a block list on the firewall and all connection requests are dropped. Drop connections are not counted towards the alarm rate, activate rate, or max rate thresholds. A DoS protection profile also has a resources protection tab, which is used to mitigate a resource exhaustion attack. A resource exhaustion attack typically is launched using a large number of source hosts to create as many fully established sessions as possible on a target host. This type of attack is difficult to detect because the sessions might be used to send requests that look valid to the target host. To protect against these types of attacks, click Sessions, and then enter a value for the maximum concurrent sessions. If this is an aggregate profile, then this profile value specifies the maximum number of concurrent sessions supported by a security zone. If this is a classified profile, then this value protects the maximum number of supported sessions to one or more servers within a zone. When the number of concurrent sessions reaches its maximum limit, new session requests are dropped. In the DoS protection policy rules, you define the zone or servers to which you want this session threshold to apply.